When I galloped at the racetrack before I started this work, I thought no one wanted these horses because everybody said nobody wants these horses. And when I put the first 5 on the internet and 200 people contacted me, I ran back to the racetrack and I said they want the horses. And I've been telling people since then they aren't unwanted, people want them. And today I have definitive proof that people want them. I think it's the most important news because a show like this shows that there are plenty of people out there that want these horses. It shows how fabulous they are. They're here performing in the middle of a racetrack, not just a racetrack, the racetrack where the Preakness is run. And there aren't any crazy thoroughbreds here. And that's the other obstacle in placing or selling these horses is we hear many times how crazy they are. And this place will show you how crazy they really are. They're walking around, they're handling everything. They're happy to be here. Their humans are happy to be here. And the other factor is my neighbor, and I think this is neat, shows like this are going to do this. My neighbor couldn't come today because she didn't have a thoroughbred. And a lot of my friends were like, are you coming? Are you coming? And she's like, I don't have a thoroughbred. So, you know, you just got to get a thoroughbred. Look at all the people here and the horses and the public. What better public relations could you have than this show and celebrating the thoroughbred? And look what's happening to them upon retirement. And we have to do better. That's the sad thing. You've got wait lists, you've got people that want the horses, and I don't think it's terribly expensive to have a retirement program, really. It saves owners a lot of money and a lot of anguish. If you own a thoroughbred racehorse and you're not a horseman and you don't have a farm, I talk to many of them, they're worried about where the horse is going to go after. They can't take it home, they can't put it in their backyard or at their condo, and to have a retirement program would probably make it more likely to get more owners in the game because it cuts the cost because the horse isn't at the racetrack or stuck at a farm somewhere where they're paying high racing layup and training bills, and they move pretty quickly. At least off of my farm they do, and I think they do off of other facilities in the area that do similar work. Well, again, you know, if you're a groom and you had a horse that won a lot of money, or even didn't, and you loved that horse, the horse tried hard for you, you wonder what happened to it. I galloped horses, and I wonder what happened to a lot of them. I don't know what happened to them. And it's really good when you see one and you see he's thriving and he got a future and he got out and he got a life. And they all deserve it. All horses deserve it. But all these guys, they've done everything we've asked them to do, and it's time for us to be responsible and get them to a place where they can, you know, maybe they're like Constant Star. She was anything but a star in racing, but she's a star now. She's on her way to the Grand Prix. She's on her way to, Beezy Madden is riding in the Olympics right now, and as soon as she gets back, Star's going to go to her farm to train. And that's a horse that ran 3 times and made $200 or something, but she's a star now. It's the best thing in the world because it's everything I already knew they were. I knew people wanted them, I knew people loved them, and the horses are happy. They're happy to be here, to have a job. Thoroughbreds have a work ethic and they want to do something upon retirement. They don't want to languish in a field somewhere waiting, just waiting for their chance. And to be able to have a job and to go jumping or go to a show or just do anything, you know, and be handled. They are used to human contact every day. Every day from the time they're yearlings, really, they have human contact, and it means a lot to them. And when they don't have it, it's an empty hole, I think, in their lives. If nothing else happens today, I think we've got a lot of evidence that they really are not crazy. I'm offended. I'm deeply offended when someone tells me thoroughbreds are crazy, and I just tell them come out to my farm. And you'll see, you'll get to meet them. I've got them at every age and straight off the track. They've been off the track for a long time, and you won't find a crazy horse on my farm. And I have often said to people when they tell me that they have a crazy thoroughbred that normally somebody is driving the crazy car. We're working with another group right now at Fair Hill, and there's going to be 2 days. And one day is going to be demonstrations and clinics, and the second day is going to be a hunter jumper show at Fair Hill Training Center. This is the best news, and the overwhelming response. It's just overwhelming, and that's the point. It's overwhelming. Look at all these horses here, and they're all thoroughbreds, and they were all race horses. And every day we have more horses that are available, but there are also people that want these horses, and the industry has got to take responsibility and make it so that they can. The obstacle to rehoming these horses isn't finding them homes. The homes are there. It's getting the horses to the people and giving them the information they need to retrain them.